Hi, welcome to the Phelps home. I'm Karla, and I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys today Romulus and Remus by Anne Rockwell. I hope that this week you've learned a little bit about how Rome was created. Let's take a peek into what this story tells us. Let's see. I have my own clap, my own audience here. So chapter 1, I know the words are going to be a little backwards for you guys, but you can take a look at the lovely pictures that they've added to the book. Chapter 1 says, once there were two baby brothers. They lived in a forest with their mother. One was named Romulus. The other was named Remus. Very good. Romulus and Remus were twins. They looked almost exactly alike, except for one thing. Romulus was a little bit bigger than Remus. Chapter 2. Romulus and Remus slept and slept as their basket floated away. That seems like we might have missed a little something. We sure did. Let's back it up. One spring day, their mother put them in a basket. She carried it to the river Tiber. Romulus and Remus slept in the basket while their mother washed clothes in the river. Snow had melted in the hills. The water in the river grew higher and higher and higher. Soon, the water was so high, it lifted the basket from the banks of the river. The basket floated away with Romulus and Remus asleep inside it. Their mother didn't see what happened. She was too busy washing clothes and drying them in the sunshine. Chapter 2. Romulus and Remus slept and slept as their basket floated away like a little boat. Soon, the basket landed with a thump. It landed far from where their mother was washing clothes. Now Romulus and Remus were too far away for their mother to find them. They were under a big fig tree that grew on the banks of the river Tiber. That fig tree was near a high hill called the Palatine Hill. A mother wolf lived under the tree. When their basket landed with a thump, Romulus and Remus woke up. Now they were very hungry. They were so hungry, they began to cry. Wah, 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 cried Romulus and Remus. Romulus cried a little louder because he was a little bigger. The mother wolf heard them crying. She thought they sounded like her little furry, hungry wolf cubs. She knew the baby boys were hungry, so she fed them.
It's really funny.
Now, Romulus and Remus stayed with the wolf mother under the big fig tree that grew by the river Tiber. They played with the little furry wolf cubs. The wolf mother took good care of them. She fed them whenever they were hungry. The brothers grew big and strong.
But Romulus is always a little stronger.
You're giving them a spoil alert there. Okay, chapter 3. Every year, Romulus and Remus grew bigger. They were both big, but Romulus was always a little bigger. Both boys could run fast, but Romulus could always run faster than Remus. Both boys could jump high, but Romulus could always jump higher than Remus. Romulus and Remus liked to fight. They would fight with the furry wolf cubs. They would fight with each other too. Every time Romulus and Remus fought, Romulus won. And Remus didn't like that. That made them fight some more. One day, their wolf mother said, "Now listen, boys. I have had enough of this. There will be no more fighting. Romulus and Remus, do you hear me?" Yes, Mother, said Romulus. Yes, Mother, said Remus. They tried to be good. Romulus and Remus didn't fight for more than 3 weeks. Could you go without fighting with your siblings for more than 3 weeks? Chapter 4. The years went by. Romulus and Remus grew up. They still liked to fight, but Romulus liked to make things too. Remus liked to run and hunt more than he liked to make things. Which one do you think that one is? Looks like he might be building a wall. One day they climbed to the top of Palatine Hill. Look, Remus, said Romulus. It's beautiful up here. We can see very far away. We can see the river Tiber. Yes, that is true, said Remus. But now I've seen enough. Now I want to race you down the hill. No, said Romulus. Let's build a house on this hill instead. So they did. It was a beautiful house. Then Romulus and Remus built another house. I'm tired of building houses, said Remus. So he ran down the hill to where the cubs lived. They were grown up now, just like Romulus and Remus. Remus ran and hunted with the wolves, but Romulus went on building houses. Chapter 5. Romulus built more and more houses on the Palatine Hill. When Romulus looked at the beautiful houses he had built, he was proud. I think I like building more than fighting, he said. So he built even more houses. Romulus built so many houses, he built a city. His city grew bigger and bigger. It was beautiful too. People came from far away to live in the city on the Palatine Hill. Most of them were slaves who had run away from masters who were mean to them. They wanted to be free. Romulus was not mean to them. He let them be free. He gave them houses in his city. Soon, more and more people came to live in the big, beautiful city Romulus built on Palatine Hill. But Remus didn't live in the city. He hunted with the grown-up wolf cubs who lived far away. I think my city needs a name, Romulus said one day. Let me see, what will I name it? Well, it is very beautiful, and it's very big too, just like me. Romulus was so proud of himself, he named that big, beautiful city on the Palatine Hill after himself. He named it Rome because Rome started with the letters R-O-M, just like Romulus did. Chapter 6. Romulus is big and strong, said the people who lived in Rome. He builds good, strong houses for us. He lets us be free. But he is also very good at fighting. He can protect us from people who are mean. Soon everyone said, Romulus is as brave and strong as a wolf. He built this beautiful city for us. Why don't we make him our king? This is a very good idea, said everyone else. And so they made Romulus their king. Romulus was proud to be king of Rome. He was happy too. Romulus decided to give a party. He invited Remus. He invited their wolf mother too. Their wolf mother came to the party. She was very proud of Romulus. Now he was a king. She danced with all the people who lived in the beautiful city that Romulus built on the Palatine Hill. Remus came to the party too, late that night. he said goodbye to Romulus. Then he ran down the hill to hunt with his wolves. Far away. The end. You know what's really interesting? Is I've read a few books this week, or a few stories this week about how Rome was created, and each one of them is a little different. Did you learn about it this week? If you did, can you talk to one of your mom or your dad or maybe one of your siblings about the differences between this book and the stories you've heard about? Well, now we get to create our art project. Well, before we do that, let's take a look at the Bible verse that kind of connects us with this story here. Romulus and Remus by Anne Rockwell. In John, it says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. Just as I've loved you, you also are to love one another." John 13:34. If you can find this page in your book, the page behind it, you get to create your she-wolf and her baby cubs, or her babies. I guess they're not cubs here. Who are they? Which one do you think this one is? What about that one? You can color it any way you'd like. You also get to do some cutting. So you'll see that you have your picture of Romulus and Remus here, and all of the different parts of the wolf. Make sure you cut those out and color them, and then add them to your book. Enjoy your time with your family. Until next week. Love you guys. Miss you.